Now, I'm sure that many of us would have heard of or even used terms like a bell-shaped curve or a bell curve to explain certain phenomenon. Every time we use those terms, actually what we are saying is that the phenomenon follows the graph or the shape or the curve, okay, of a probability distribution function of a normal distribution. Now, the normal distribution will have a probability distribution function that looks like this. If you were to use a GC or any graphing software to sketch out this graph, you will get the graph you see in your notes here. Now, it's not too difficult to see why people associate this with a bell. Now, going back to the equation of a normal distribution, you can see that actually there are some variables here that helps define the shape of the curve. There is a sigma and there's a mu here. Now, actually these two variables, right, are the variables that we need to state every time we say that x is a normal distribution. The mu in the equation is actually the mean, okay, of the normal distribution, and the sigma square is actually the variance of this normal distribution. So if I want to say x follows a normal distribution, I will write it like this. I will say x follows a normal distribution with the mean mu and the variance sigma square. This is very similar to how we have written our binomial distributions and Poisson distributions previously. Okay, so again I say the mean mu and the variance sigma square, they are the parameters of this distribution. Now sigma, which is the square root of the variance, is what we call the standard deviation of the distribution. Now if you recall, earlier on I mentioned that the person who came up with this normal distribution is this German called Gauss. Now apparently his countrymen were so proud of his achievement that they put his face and the normal curve on their currency note. Now this is a 10-mark German note. If you look carefully, besides seeing Gauss, you can see that the normal distribution and its equation is imprinted on their 10-mark note.